Hello and welcome to In the Wrong Bed podcast. I am your host, Justin Weigler. As with me, as always, is Jonathan Sokol, and we're going to be talking about the 2026 German Darts Grand Prix, our first podcast of the year. Got some good things that we think we like. There's a handful of matches, I think, where it's probably wrong person favored. But, why don't we get straight into it now?
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Gordon Decker, yes, great to be back. For all 7 listeners that have been listening to us the whole
I can't wait. Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Sorry. I know everyone's been on pins and needles for our return.
Nice.
The first match, Brendan Dolan, Cord Decker. Actually has Dolan about a -144, Cord Decker about +110, some places +120. Our numbers, and I actually like Cord Decker in this one. I think it's more of a coin flip than probably the odds are letting on.
Yeah, I'm 100% in agreement there. I just Brendan Dolan for quite a while. I don't think he has been at the top of his game at all. He's just doesn't seem to have it from week to week anymore. And so Cord Decker getting plus money. Anyone against Brendan Dolan almost getting plus money, I kind of like at this point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's a very low ceiling guy. Low ceiling, high floor. And so, you're not shocked if he throws anywhere from an 86 to a 92. Yeah. And honestly, that's in the PDC, that's beatable. If anyone has a decent game can beat that, and for him to be like a -150 favorite or something along those lines, just like I just don't see him winning 60% of these matches. I feel like maybe he wins maybe more towards 50%.
Yeah, it's a crazy line on this one, and Cord Decker actually, I think he's kind of been on an upswing, playing pretty decent the last few times. I know I want to say in Worlds he at least got by 1 or 2 rounds there. I feel like he was won another first round matchup in another event recently. I think he's kind of like stepped up a bit.
The biggest problem with Cord Decker is his floor is bad. If he doesn't have it that day, he looks awful up there. Like he just doesn't hit trebles. When he's missing his target, he's just popping in 60 after 60 after 60s. And you're just like, that's where my biggest fear is. That's when a high floor guy like Brendan Dolan then beats Cord Decker, is when Cord Decker is just mid. He just ends up throwing, his first nines like 85 or something like that, and that's where he'll get crushed. That's where he'll look bad. But if he plays a decent game himself and can score with any regularity, he can absolutely win this match. And that's why I like it at the plus when you're seeing like at +120 for him. That's kind of just a bridge too far, I think.
I know. Definitely feel that way. And Cord Decker's floor is bad, but luckily they're playing on the stage, and hopefully that helps him out.
Yeah, exactly. One I think is kind of an interesting match actually is Willie O'Connor and Sebastian Bieleczki.
Oh man, I know.
Bieleczki's playing well. Now the odds are probably about correct because I think Willie O'Connor's playing well. But Willie O'Connor -160 and around 130 for Bieleczki. Bieleczki's shown some game recently.
He really has. I never fully trust Willie O'Connor. There's something that he just doesn't seem to have a killer instinct to me. And so whenever he's a big favorite, I feel like there's always a chance someone's gonna come in there and Willie O'Connor might get rustled by something or get a little uncomfortable with something, and then someone can come in there and beat him. So I do kind of like Sebastian here. He's actually one of my favorites just because his demeanor is so
it's very unflappable. He just gets up there and he does it. And it's the same rhythm, same pace. And
Yeah.
it is a little bit methodical. So I don't think it's going to put Willie O'Connor off, but that does put some people off, I think.
Yeah. The problem too with him is like I don't remember like when did you ever see Sebastian Bielitsa throw out like 100 average? Like I just don't think
Yeah, it
he
doesn't happen often.
can't really hit like a
His A game isn't great.
yeah, and like Willie can get there, but Willie has high variance. I think Sebastian's like right around like 90. He's probably gonna get a 90 out of him. And maybe like a 90 to a 95, maybe
Yeah,
down
I
to
mean,
85.
it's Willie O'Connor will decide who wins this game. Is what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly. So I know this one perplexes me a little bit, but I do want to put a little bit of put down on
You know what I kind of like? It's probably a little less value. I kind of like Bieleczki at +1.5, -130. I actually think this game could very well go down to the last leg. It would not surprise me.
yeah, that's not bad at all. I think gives you a little insurance there. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I also think if you want to take the plus money with him winning, like I'm also that's where I would lean. Like I just think like Willie O'Connor's just not good enough to be that big a favorite over someone competent.
Yeah. The other thing I kind of like with the betting the dog here is like the first match of the afternoon. It always seems like it can be a little bit of a strange match. I just think people usually don't play well in that one, or it's not as likely that people are really going to go off. So I feel like someone like Sebastian gets in there, just has a
It's one of
steady
those-
90 average. He just picks them off.
It's one of those things. I feel like you get like the first match is either good or bad, and the last match is usually bad because people don't know when they're going to play. And a lot of darts players are like creatures of habit, and they don't like when you're the last match. Like it benefits some people, but like the last match, like nobody seems to like. Either at night they're too drunk and hammered, like to focus.
That's a problem for sure.
Well, the dart players and the fans, and then like you don't know when you're going. You could be going. If it's a lot of 6-1s, 6-0s, you're on 45 minutes earlier than you expected. If it's a lot of close matches, you're on 45 minutes later than you expected. And now you've been sitting back there drinking too much, like getting on stage looking like Mickey Mantle. Like,
and then the first match, you're not drunk enough. And so that's why I don't think Sebastian drinks. If I had to guess, I don't think he's a
I
drinker.
think almost everybody drinks.
He's probably
one of the ones I would bet maybe no, but
sure.
like if he was playing Daryl Gurney, there'd be such a contrast there.
I know.
see what level of drunk Gurney is by the time he's on stage versus Bieleczki, who could be dead sober. But yeah, I really do. I do like Sebastian here. If I had to pick one, I like him in plus money.
Oh no, I just can't say his last name, so I'm just avoiding it.
Just call him Sebastian. There's no other Sebastians on tour.
Bieleczki, is that really the correct pronunciation? You're from Pittsburgh. You should have.
I know all the Polish names.
Yeah.
So Bieleczki is how I think
how it would be said. All right. I'll get that down for next time.
Yeah, just put a pierogi in your mouth and maybe you'll say it better. Like, who knows?
I do love him. Like, he's just such a good character. It's like you think about hanging out with him, and it would probably, for some reason, those are the types of people I think.
See, this is the funny thing. This is the ones you gravitate to. I'm like, I want to hang out with like Joe Cullen, and like like I want to hang out with the quiet guy who doesn't say anything.
I know.
Like,
I would just like try to get him to just like open up and see what he has inside.
There's an idea for our next podcast. What guys do you want to have a beer with?
Oh, I know. That would actually be
like,
great.
I don't want to play darts against Mickey Mantle, but the dude probably knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That dude, come on, the dude's
I don't want to
like
say
just
too many
on stage half the time. Like, I imagine like he's got to know how to throw a few back, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably. But I don't want to say too much because when this really blows up and we can start getting players on, then that's gonna I don't want to keep
You
anyone
don't want
from
to upset
wanting
the
to
apple
come on.
cart.
I want them going back and pulling things I said,
That's true.
back when we
I
had
know for a fact though,
4
Alex
listeners.
Spellman does not know for a fact Alex Spellman, who's in Modus this week, actually, upcoming week, does not drink.
Oh yeah, that's
So
there you go. See,
so
I think
absolute benefit for that.
I think Sebastian's in the same boat with him.
He
I
might
can't
be. I would
decide.
be willing to bet.
So, like, if you were a pro, do you think you would drink based on how you play now, with or without drinking?
It's an interesting question. Would I drink? I would try not to. I
Me
guarantee
too.
you, the
I would
first time
not.
I had to get up on stage, I would, because I'd be a wreck.
Yeah. I would. You're right. I think probably. Yeah, that's too bad, because if you do it the first time, then you're going to be like, well, I mean, I guess if it went bad,
Oh, I know
maybe
I'd be a nervous wreck, and I would
switch
have
it
to have
off.
some liquid
But
courage to get up there.
yeah, the first time you probably want to, but then I would definitely slowly try to not ever need it
Yeah.
when you're like playing, because I do think I play better when I'm just like not drinking that much. Sometimes you feel like it's just like golf. You feel like there's like a certain point where you're good, but I
honestly think that's a
don't
lot.
know.
Honestly, I think a lot of pros aim for that, though. They
Yeah,
need like one or
just
two
the
in
right
them just to
amount.
calm the nerves, not be inebriated to the point where your throws off, but just enough to like
loosen
get
the
into
muscles.
rhythm.
Like, exactly. It's like darts and golf. You need like a little bit of a loose feel. You don't want to be tight, and so if that gets you to that like
Precisely.
just smooth, loose throw or swing, that's kind of where you need to be. But
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. I think you want to be comfortable with your throw, and you want to be and with your grip too, and not start having too much tension. When you can tell when people, this happened to Wessel Nyman a lot. Notice like he would start like shaking on stage in his first few matches.
oh really?
Oh yeah, you could tell him up there, and he was like a wreck, and which is why he played so much better on the floor than he did on stage, just because you could tell he was nervy.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, there's a few people that need a little bit of calming down, and that would be it. And so yeah. So honestly, I guarantee you, the first time I had to be on stage in front of a crowd, I'd have to have one or two of me. I'd be a wreck.
Yeah.
I think over time that gets, but I'm like that anyways with it. I get a little nervy, if I got to get up in front of like a CEO of a company and start talking. Like, I almost wish I had a beer in me before, like I did that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's more acceptable in darts than in
There's a 9:30 in the morning at a meeting in front of the board. Yes, I would agree. A little bit more socially acceptable. Moving right on, speaking of drinking, the next match, Cameron Menzies versus Karol Sedlacek. And this is one of the, it's really tough to bet on or against Cameron Menzies, because you never know who you're getting that day.
Yeah. It's definitely a Jekyll and Hyde character. Like, such a high ceiling when he's on. The floor, the floor is pretty low too. When there's been like just really, really bad.
Yeah, he's just high variance.
If
you got 105 out of Menzies, you're not surprised, and if you got an 85 out of Menzies, you're not surprised.
Right. Yeah, he's swinging 20 points on the average sometimes. That's crazy. Yeah. This is the tough one, because I was looking, and Karol, he's lost like 5 matches in a row. Some of them, Euro Tour matches. It just felt like he hasn't. There was a point where I felt like he was playing really well. It was like, usually getting to like a second round in a Euro Tour event. I'm torn on this one, because I know the numbers kind of even favor Karol Sedlacek a little bit overall, but I don't know.
They do. I have him as a slight favorite in this match, actually.
Yeah.
It feels like a wrong person favored, but I get why anyone would be skeptical of thinking that when you look at their A games, it's not close.
I know.
If
That's
Menzies
what
is
you
on,
remember
it's
most of the
going to win.
time. Yeah. And I think that's where sometimes there should be values, because like people's memories usually go to like, hey, what is this person capable of? What's their ceiling? That's how good they are. But that's, it's not the case week in and week out. So
I mean, that's just it. I mean, you look at Cameron Menzies, I think Cameron is the second Euro Tour, maybe, where he ended up popping in something like 100 average on his first match or something like
I
that.
know.
And you're like, yeah, if you got this Cameron Menzies over time, this guy could beat almost anybody. His A game is almost as good as just about anyone in the top 16. It really is. And then sometimes you get the Menzies who imploded against Charlie Manby on the world stage.
Manzies, Manby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no.
And you're just kind of like, holy crap, like this guy could just absolutely implode. And that's why it's difficult to bet him as a favorite, I think.
Yeah.
It really is, because he could just absolutely implode. And against someone, especially against someone competent, against someone, if you're getting a tour qualifier, like a home nation qualifier in there, yeah, he's going to probably beat them no matter what. But
Yeah.
Like when you get someone that's could toss out a 90 could very well beat Menzies sometimes, and that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Someone with a low 90 average could actually beat someone that is that capable, is why he's so scary to take as a favorite, and why I'll put a little bit on Sedlacek to actually win this at that price.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think I'm passing on this one, but I definitely see where you're going with that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, if Karel Sedlacek lost 6-2 to a 98 Cameron Menzies, I'm not going to be surprised. You're not surprised at that. But also, if Karel Sedlacek won a close one because Menzies missed 15 darts at double in two different legs, I'm also not surprised. Which is why, if you're getting 110 to 115 on Sedlacek, I like it. I'm not sure I like it more than, even money. I think that's probably too little of a value. But if I get plus 110 on, I'm taking Sedlacek on this.
Yeah.
Just because I think it could be a coin flip territory.
And then if Sedlacek wins, we might still get another joke punching under the table from Menzies. He had,
yeah, I know,
he did
right?
it once. I wonder how long it can go on. It's still funny to me overall.
Yeah. The fact
we
that
had Fallon do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once.
that
It's fun.
That was hilarious.
That was the best.
A little bit of a needle.
Yeah.
The next one I want to look at is actually Michael Smith versus James Hurley. I think this is kind of intriguing because James Hurley's the favorite here.
Yeah.
And I think he should be the favorite here, but it's tough to always ignore someone like Michael Smith's pedigree.
Mm-hmm. And it does feel like he's been finding it a little bit, lately, I think, from what I've kind of felt. I feel like he's getting a little dangerous again, like wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
has a good round.
He's starting to feel better. The arthritis does flare up occasionally, so it sometimes does affect his game. But you can see there's been more glimpses in the last couple of months, I think, than there has been before the last 6 months before that, of him being a quality player again.
Yeah. I mean, he's nowhere near a level where he was before. Like, he's basically a 90 average right now, roughly. And, so he's, and I don't even think he's been hitting like that high of a ceiling, even when he's won a few matches in some of these tournaments. So
yeah,
maybe he's just got a little lucky to get a few wins under his belt. But it does feel like slowly maybe he's climbing back.
I think where his value ends up being is if he's hitting 12 darters, which he hits at a decently high rate still. It's just that, like, when his legs are off, they're very off.
Yeah.
Like when he's not finding the treble 20, like he's not close.
Done. Yeah. And honestly, Hurl's been amazing lately. That's where this bet comes from. And I do like it. Something around like minus 150.
Mhm.
I think that's where you take Hurl. As it starts getting higher and higher, then if it was plus 150, plus 160 for Michael Smith and Hurl's at like minus 200,
Yeah,
then I'm like,
yeah.
okay, it's
I
probably
don't like
time
Hurl
to
much past one.
look at
I
Michael
agree.
Smith. Yeah.
Maybe minus 160. I like Hurl at. That's maybe it. The top the mark. 150, I think, is a good price. I absolutely take Hurl at minus 150. Yeah, you get much above minus 160, 162. I just think it ends up being like there's just Michael Smith can just do too much damage.
Yeah.
Even though Hurl, I think, has been actually well and also playing consistently well, mid 90s consistently, and that's a tough standard to beat. Like even for unless you're in the top 16, but Michael Smith's not in the top 16. I don't even know if he's in the top 32 anymore, and like he's down there. So I would argue Hurl's the bet I make on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
I think the final match I kind of want to look at is Pikachu versus Ian White. And you got Pikachu at home in Germany going off about minus 140 or something like that. And it's never fun betting on Ian White. But Ian White probably should be the favorite here.
Yeah. Based
I just
on
don't know how
data,
Pikachu's
for sure.
play. Pure data.
Yeah.
I have Ian White as the favorite. You never know how Pikachu reacts to the home crowd in Germany. Like he does well in front of Germany. It's interesting. Some don't. Gabriel Clemens does not play well in Germany. He bites it under the pressure way too much in Germany.
Yeah, he just
Pikachu usually doesn't.
No, Pikachu loves it. Something about it. Honestly, I think he just plays better on stage too. Anytime you get him on stage,
He does.
He's got a little boost.
He's a stage player versus a forward player. He gets the juice from the crowd.
Yeah, he's an exhibitionist, I think. But
yeah, no, he clearly does like being on stage better. And in Germany, the crowd will be behind him, especially against Ian White, who just doesn't have a following really. So
they love it. So would you say that like he's the most favorite German player? Like if the crowd could choose like anyone to win the tournament over like Nico Springer, over
Schindler.
Martin Schindler? Like Pikachu.
I think Schindler. If you had Pikachu if you had Pietrusco versus Schindler, I think they're cheering for Schindler.
Interesting. I mean, he's the better. Yeah, Schindler's a better player, has been, but I just feel like maybe Pikachu is more of a fan favorite. But
I disagree. I actually think Schindler's probably. If you had to pick the number one German right now, I'd say it's probably Schindler, and then maybe even Nico Springer.
Oh yeah, I mean, in terms of how good they are,
popularity right
now. But
no, I'm just
popularity,
talking about fan popularity. I think like Pikachu for a while was kind of like, I don't know how to put it. He just wasn't quite like I don't know, just not performing as well on stage maybe, and then lost a little bit of the following, lost a little bit of the mojo from Germany.
Yeah.
He'll still be a favorite against. Don't get me wrong; they're going to be behind 100% against Team One. That's not a question. But if you're telling me it's Martin Schindler versus Ricardo Pietrusco, they're backing Martin Schindler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think because he's done more, I think, in general. But so it's tough. Like, I think I'm going to take Ian White. I don't love it. The numbers say take Ian White. But Pietrusco on a German stage and then getting on Ian White might be enough to turn it to Pietrusco's favor.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one I'm definitely another one I can't quite get there just because someone different.
I get it.
I'm there, and then I'm always afraid of Pikachu. I think he just is like I think he just comes up with the big shots when he needs it. I feel like early on when
he
does
really
starting to bet darts, I was like a lot of the times the data would be like, oh yeah, go against Pikachu, and then I just have some like battle scars from like losing a bunch of money.
Because he'll pull like 126 out of his butt, like on the bull, Like,
Oh
or
yeah,
he'll go some crazy way. He'll go
oh
some crazy way and end up on bull, like for
yeah,
no reason, just to do it, and then he
and
does
just
it.
nails it. He always gets these like crazy ton plus finishes. I feel like, and
He
just
does. He does.
out of nowhere, he's just one of those
Or
people.
even weird, or even weird crap. He'll do like, he'll go 92. He'll throw one into the 5 for like, 87 or something like that, and then he'll throw treble 17, double 18 to get out of it. Like he
Yeah,
does that a lot too. That you're just like, he does unexpected things and he just pops them.
I know.
Or you're not surprised at a 152 if he, hasn't hit
Oh
triple
yeah,
20 the whole leg.
I
He
know.
pulls
For
out both of
scoring,
them for double 16,
yeah,
and
it's like
he just does.
it's like when he's
And it's a
scoring.
backbreaker too when he does that. That's
Yeah.
the other thing too. He does it at such opportune times for him that just crushes the opponent. He's like, the opponent's way far ahead of the leg, and then all of a sudden it'll be 292 left, and he'll do it in 6. Like,
Yeah,
and you're just like, where does this come from?
yeah. He really just kind of like kills the morale of the people he's playing when he
Does. He'll
stuff
break
like
people.
that.
He does seem to break people that way, and it's just like, yeah, we're all human. Like, you get disheartened when, you think you're, 150 points ahead in a leg, and he pulls out, 140, 152 or something like, or 150, 296 or something like that. Just absolute craziness that you're like, where's this even come from when you've been, haven't shown any inkling to win this leg? And he does do that. And that's why he's scary to bet against, honestly. So with that as our last match, let's go into the future side.
Well, real quick, I just want to hit on a couple of things, like with the lines that I was kind of surprised by. Not
Okay,
quickly.
sure.
So, like Wessel Nyman over Andrew Gilding, that one being like minus 300. Honestly, kind of shocked by how much of a favorite. Like, I know he's been playing really well. I just that's awfully high to be above Andrew Gilding, who can
I
he can
think
win
it's
some
because
big
Andrew
matches.
Gilding can pull out big stuff.
Yeah,
Like that's what's scary
Yeah.
about it. Andrew Gilding can
Yeah.
absolutely pull out big stuff.
so that's one that just kind of shocked me. The other thing is it seems like every single Euro tournament, like Raymond van Barneveld gets a qualifier. Like, does he have
I know.
something like written into his contract that if he
It's like
plays his events,
he's
he gets one of
rigging
the
these things to
qualifiers?
always get a qualifier.
And the worst part is, it's like you really want to be able to bet these favorites over these qualifiers a lot of times on the spreads. It's like I never trust
Yeah.
RVB on a to cover a big spread against somebody.
Certainly not against the
especially-
host nation qualifier.
No, he's like, he shows up. So, I mean, sometimes he shows up and just like he shows up, takes his paycheck, and then wants to leave immediately. So
You would think he would stay around to want a bigger paycheck.
I don't know. Maybe he's good now. He just wants just enough to.
Yeah,
So,
I guess. But yeah, he's got another host nation qualifier again.
Yeah, Marcel Haussader.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I don't think this guy is particularly good. But then again,
I know.
neither is RVB right now. Like,
yeah, I can tell you, I'm probably going to talk myself into RVB minus 2.5, and then regret it. But I think Marcel is just so bad. But RVB has really put up some bad numbers in some of these tournaments
yeah,
recently.
he's put up some absolute dog games, like in the 80s. And like, if he plays in the 80s, that's going to be a close game. It just is.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd's going to be against him. Like, they're going to be for the host nation qualifier. If he starts blowing legs, like that, he should be winning, which he will. He will blow 4 darts at a double, and the other guy takes advantage. If that other guy does, if Hossader takes advantage of it, RVB could be in for a long match. That he
For
does
sure.
not blow. That he should blow this person out and does not.
So the last quick hitter I wanted to do was Peter Wright and Kim Huybrechts. I was I was kind of, I saw that matchup pop up. I was like, oh, they're probably gonna it'll be like a -110 match here from the books, and I assumed we would, hammer on Kim Hybrex, but unfortunately, I think the sort of the name part of Peter Wright giving his lines a boost is certainly worn out at this point. and
Yeah,
and
I
now
mean,
he's getting priced properly.
no, I think this is a fair. It's Hybrex minus like 190.
Yeah.
Peter Wright was 160. That's about right.
It almost makes you want to start taking
Hybrex has
Peter
actually
Wright.
been playing decent recently too.
Yeah.
So I think that's more the bigger thing than anything. But Peter Wright, like, that's the problem. Like, would you want to bet him Hybrex at minus 190?
No way. And like, I still feel like there's like a 1 in 3, 1 in 4 chance Peter Wright's gonna put up like a 95 or something, because he's done it like every now and then recently.
And they love
Still,
him in
just
Germany.
enough to like make you think. Yeah, make you think.
Like, honestly,
a little nervous about it.
If I'm putting like rec money on this, I'm taking Peter Wright in the plus 160.
Of course, the price is like.
He's got too much class to not be able to pull something out against him. Like, you're not shocked if he wins this match.
Yeah, that was one I was disappointed to not be able to bet on. Also, the Wessel Nyman one, I wanted to bet Wessel Nyman. That price just really, it's a lot higher than I thought it would be. I thought we'd get like minus 200, minus 250. I don't know, but when it starts pushing minus 300, and I don't think I can get there on that. So those are it. Those were a few I just wanted to hit on. And let's watch this RVB thing, because last year he was getting all qualifiers, and now he's keeping it up this year.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
paid them off to get qualifiers.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's odd. But all right, so let's wind up with the futures. Who do you think is good value in this tournament?
So my absolute favorite is Danny Noppert. I think Danny Noppert's been playing just excellent, like really, really good darts, like high level, can beat anybody at this point. Even if like Luke's are in, I think, he's got a chance to beat at least Humphreys. It's hard to say anyone has a chance to beat Littler that much, but
you don't have to worry about him though. So
I know,
in Germany.
Exactly. So Luke's are gone. So Noppert 14-1. I'm seeing on Bet Rivers right now.
I actually see him at
18
to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's interesting.
So I'm all in on Noppert for this one at that price.
Yeah, I like that. He's in a good draw. Like, his first game's could be either against Rich Yedhouse or Kevin Trotman, and he should easily win that game.
Yeah.
And then his next game would either be against Menzies, Hedda, or Slivlicek. Neither of whom are. Menzies would worry me more than any of them, but he could easily win that game. And then the next game's probably against, someone like Luke Woodhouse or Johnny Clayton.
Yeah,
beatable. They're all beatable matches.
Yeah,
he doesn't have anyone. I'm like, I don't like him against that person.
Like, I haven't bet like a decent amount on the future in a while, but for that future, I really like that. I really like that one.
Yeah. You know what else is, now that we've been talking about more, I think Luke Woodhouse, I don't think this could be the tournament because he's got kind of a tough-ish draw. Like, I think he's playing Peter Wright or Hybrex, which are not gimmies in his first round. And then you probably play Johnny Clayton in the next round. So not exactly, but I like someone to come from that bottom half of the bracket to actually win this. Noppert's in there. You're going to probably laugh at me now that we've been talking about it. Peter Wright at 150-1, though. I mean, I don't think it's a great bet. I also don't think he should be 150-1. If he plays well, he's way undervalued. The problem is you never know if he's going to play well or not. But if he does play well in that tournament, if you told me he was playing in the mid to high 90s, He could win. He could get to the final.
Yeah. I mean, didn't he win a
The
Euro
question
Tour
is, does
last
he do
year?
it?
Or
Yeah, he
was it a
did. I think
Masters
he did.
event?
No, I think he won a Euro Tour last year.
Yeah, which is
Like,
crazy. I mean, so yeah, that it's certainly
so
doable.
150, $10
Yeah.
on it to win 1,500.
I'd have
I've had
that.
worse lotto tickets.
Yeah.
You know, I
Now
like someone to come from that part of the draw because I think that part of the draw is very wide open.
yeah. Now that you got me looking at the lower half of the board there, I know.
Yeah, I mean, Luke
like,
Woodhouse is 70 to 1.
even a
I
Willie
don't,
O'Connor, like,
it's not quite yet, but he's going to win one this year, I think. I think he's
yeah,
going to win a Euro Tour this year.
I
And
could
I
see
want to be
Willie
on it when he
O'Connor
does.
going deep in one of these.
Especially when there's no other Lukes. He's the only Luke in here.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a good point. You have Nico Springer at 100 to 1, and I mean he's shown that he can win one.
Yeah.
I don't like the way.
Yeah.
I mean, he won some matches like
he hasn't been playing
tournaments ago, but I didn't think it was good.
And,
yeah, no.
Yeah,
like
in his first match after the qualifiers against MVG.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm not scared of MVG right now. I think anybody like can pop MVG off.
Yeah,
personally.
I'm not. Anyone can. I just don't trust Nico Springer too.
Yeah.
The other one that I find intriguing is James Wade at 27 to 1.
Yeah, I really like that.
Like if he plays solid, he could win this. There's no reason he can't. You look at his draw; he's going to play Kevin Ducer in his likely Kevin Dutz in his first match. Which I like Kevin Dutz the way he's playing, but I like James Wade more. And then he plays either Dirk or Mike De Decker. He can beat those guys.
Yeah, that's a good path there.
And then he'll probably run into like Josh Rock, which Josh Rock's been playing well, but I'm not afraid of Josh Rock if I'm James Wade.
For one week, Josh Rock. I mean, and you did bring up Josh Rock. Like Josh Rock and Wessel Nyman, kind of in that same range as Noppert. I like kind of like that. But
you're getting such a better price on Noppert.
You are
got such an easier draw.
Yeah, agreed. But what we saw from Rock, it seems like he's coming alive a little bit in Premier League this week. So I certainly wouldn't be opposed. Since you're the resident Aspinall fan here, what do you think of his chances?
Terrible. I like his draw.
Yeah.
I mean, Aspinall at 1,800. Not terrible. He's got Pikachu or Ian White in the first round. The next round, he probably has Martin Schindler, which not ideal, but
Schindler's
going to be a favorite. He's going to be a favorite in that match.
Yeah.
And then he plays probably. The problem is, here's the problem with the top part of the draw, is that you're either going to get Jan Van Veen or Wessel Nyman.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's a big ask, I think, right now.
Yeah. Agreed. Those two, those are probably the two scariest people. Like, and then maybe Ferret. I think.
Yeah, he's been playing well too. But yeah, those the big two that I would worry about there are in the top half of the draw.
Yeah,
and I would not want to play them.
Yeah, if I'm making my list, I'm thinking Wade. Well, I'm done. I'm all in Napi, like number one.
Yeah,
James
Napi,
Wade. I like that number two.
Yeah.
I don't know who my third favorite is. I'm feeling like a Josh Rock or a Wessel Nyman.
Yeah, Josh Rock wouldn't be terrible. This also feels.
It's just bet them all, and then you'll win.
Yeah, bet them all, and then you'll win. Exactly. There's no hold in that. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I really like Noppert.
Yeah.
That feels like a good bet at that price. Yeah, probably in James Wade. I'd say Noppert and Wade are my 1-2, and then if I took a real long shot flyer, I mean, man, Peter Wright at 150 to 1 is just, if he's actually playing well, looks like a steal.
I know.
You just again that's a lottery ticket though, right?
Yeah.
You know, put $10 on it to win 1,500. Like, hope it happens.
I was gonna say Sebastian Bieleczki, but
That's not
having to play
you know what? That's really
Jan
going
Van
to
Veen
bet
in
at
second
200 to
round
1.
though.
The problem
I
is he's got to
know.
play Van Veen in that
I
second.
know.
Yeah.
Like if
I
he
hate
was
that draw.
one, yeah, I know that
He's got to play
that's
Van Veen, and then he's got to probably play Aspinall. Like,
super
that's a
tough.
real rough back to back. That's a rough back to back.
And I do like
Or no,
Wessel.
no. I'm sorry, he's not playing Aspinall. He played James Van Veen and then Wessel Nyman next.
Yeah, probably Wessel Nyman. I know that.
And then
There's no way.
Aspinall, like,
No,
that's just,
yeah.
yeah,
There's no
like,
way he's making
one of
it
these
out
guys
of
are going to take him out.
Yeah,
That's why he's 200 to 1.
absolutely for sure. Yeah. So
As far as
Wade,
quality for the price, not terrible. He's just got such an awful draw. I can't see that happening.
yeah, lower
James
half of
Wade,
bracket,
good draw.
wide open.
Yeah,
I'm
James Wade wouldn't
completely-
have to play anyone really good until the quarterfinals.
completely
And that
agree.
might be Josh Rock, who's beatable in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
See, I think
Yeah.
I've talked myself into Wade and Noppert.
I like your Woodhouse. So like, if I can get to the Woodhouse and Noppert playing each other in the final 8, that would be kind of nice with both of them. But on a pretty high odds ticket, well, the Woody one is like 50 to 1 actually. But
Oh, really? No, Woodhouse I
Yeah.
have at 70.
oh, 70. Wow. Okay. I mean, he just has to get through Ferret and then probably
Well, he's
not.
got to get. Well, no, wait a minute though. I mean, he's got to get through. Yeah, he's got to get
Oh,
through
well,
Ferret and then
okay,
Noppert
yeah.
probably.
I know Kim and Peter Wright. He does. I mean, Ferret's 100% making it to the 16. Like he's not losing to
Famous
RVB
last
or
words.
Marcel.
He's
But
not going to. No, you're right. He's not losing to those two guys.
no chance. So,
But he could lose to Woodhouse. Woodhouse is a
Yes.
good game. He could absolutely lose that match.
but now that I'm looking at it, it's like, man, the Ferret price is still too low though. But his pathway is in that Napi region. It's like such a better deal to just bet Napi because
Yeah,
I honestly would if they're going head to head, I think Napi should be favored.
that's a coin flip. I think
Yeah.
that's a coin flip. They go head to head. So I'd much rather have the 18 to 1 as opposed to the 9 to 1. You can on Johnny.
Exactly.
So yeah, those are my favorite bets. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. Like some yeah, I didn't have any other things that like jumped out to me in the futures bets there. Maybe like gilding 100 to 1. Seeing
I'm not having him get through Wessel Lyman. That's
yeah,
tough.
I know. He's
You really just want to
path-
delay who the good people
path
are
kills it.
and
Yeah.
hope they get knocked out somehow.
Yeah. Whoever I'll already predict though, whoever wins that first round match between Wessel Lyman and Gilding is going to beat Gurney. I don't think Gurney's making it out of the
Yeah, I
second
kind of
round.
agree. But then you got to get through Jan Van Veen then.
How does Gurney even have a bye? Like what's going on? He's really
He's
in the top
16th. I think.
16?
Well, no, it's because when the Lukes pull out
Yeah.
and Gerwin Price isn't in this either.
Oh man, that's a good point.
So, you have all these guys that, aren't in it that, you go all of a sudden from 19 or 20 to 16. Now you get a bye.
Yeah. I do love these tournaments like this where it's like it really opens it up in terms of like betting futures.
There's a lot more uncertainty. There's a lot more
so
uncertainty.
much fun. So much fun. I know. For sure.
That's why I like the longer shots to sometimes get through. These. So that's why but that's why your tour is so interesting though too.
It is. I love betting. I love watching Euro Tour events. Just a lot of good stuff going on overall. And I like that they kind of have the first round where it's a bunch of Yeah, random people, at least some
Yeah, you get the
qualifiers getting
qualifiers
in
that
there.
sometimes have massive upsets,
I
you
know.
know, or they're so bad it makes for good betting on the favorite by margin. You bet
Exactly.
on the spread minus. I love betting the -3.5 on a big favorite against like a really bad qualifier.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting that much this time. There's one minus
No,
three
I
and a
don't think
half.
that's there this time.
Well,
Maybe Nico Springer over Jan Schmidt.
yeah,
He's probably
that
-3.
one, and then the Kevin Dutz over Anton Oslin. But like
Yeah,
Anton Oslin, he's no schlub. I don't think like I
he's
would
a
not be
he's
doing
a
that.
little bit a
He's
schlub. It's just he's been on that stage before. I always like going against people who've never been on a big stage before. I
exactly.
don't think
And
Jan Schmidt has. That's why I like
yeah,
Nico to probably destroy him. But
yeah.
although I
That's
saw a line, it was -4.5. I don't like anyone -4.5. That's just way
no. I
too
mean,
much.
well, I mean, I would take one. I would take like a Aspinall against like a really awful person, someone maybe a yeah. I know -4.5 is tough, dude.
Yeah,
That's
you got to win bull on too. At least -3.5. You just have to have 2 breaks.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna talk myself into RVB over Marcel -2.5. I mean, come on. RVB wins the bull. He's easily he's easily got this.
He wins the bull, yeah, baby. He should win the bull too. But yeah, famous last words, right?
I know. Yeah.
RVB gets embroiled in some like thing where he can't hit a few doubles, and all of a sudden the German crowd's behind this guy. Like
I know.
it can get real tight.
Yeah. This this event's in Munich, and I think the place has good air conditioning. But
Oh, okay. Well
the
then, so,
so I think that'll keep him engaged. But just a heads up for the next event. I remember this. I think the Eurotour 5 is in like this track and field venue in Germany, like super strange place. I can't remember the name of the town, but it's like 2 words, like hyphenated, really long words. But anyway, last year it was just like so hot there. I felt like everybody was sweating, like weren't enjoying it. Maybe it was a heat wave, but like a player like RVB, that's who you have to go against in this next tournament.
yeah,
He's
because
playing in that one.
he gets the elements affect him more than others.
Oh,
It seems.
he just wants out of there. He's like complaining about it. I think he just really
Shows up, collects his money,
doesn't
and
like
gets
to
off
deal with it.
stage.
He's like, this is not worth it for me. I'm old. Like, I'm gonna go home. So
Get me out of here.
yeah,
Exactly.
so let's keep that in mind for next time.
Keep that in mind for the pod next week.
Yeah, I'll be bringing that up.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is going to do it for us this time. So for Jonathan Sokol, Justin Weigler, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Yep, bye. Bye.